We have 2 new districts. One of them is right over here. Because of the Tubeway station, my robot beavers can get across, and hopefully the oaks over here will sort out my wood issues. And then likewise, right over here, we have another big outpost as well that is now underway. Because of the aquifer drill, we can actually get into this area reasonably confidently. The only thing I need to do, actually, now that I think about it, is sort this problem out. There is a Badwater tide. Which could become an issue at some point in the future. But you know what? Future Loco will figure that out. I've also started up a grant project in this direction over here. I do not yet have infinite amounts of metal. So I have begun building this absolute abomination. Yeah, it's a bit of a project, but they'll make it there eventually. I think. We have enough food, we have enough water. We're optimizing this area too, so I've started planting down some more trees in this location. We're slowly taking over all the living beavers with robot beavers, which is also a great development, I would say. Soon we don't even need regular beavers anymore. Very nice. What's the premise of regular beavers anyways?
D.
Oh shit, magic beaver. I was just kidding, man. You know when I was joking around and I was like, I don't even need regular beavers anymore? That was totally a joke, dude. Don't worry about it. The only thing I am not yet providing the beavers, the beaver, you know, the robot beavers. I don't know. I don't have another word for them. I am not yet lubing them up. I have heard that lube is really, like, lube and beavers go hand in hand. But I don't yet create any of it. I would like to get a grease factory going. A factory that produces slippery grease that make bot machines run smoother. Yeah, that is something I think I'll do in the future. For now, I can create a control tower instead. Control towers are really efficient for Beaverland. They all, they work a little bit more efficiently, you know? I'll put one down right over here, in the middle of the water. This does consume a little bit of a resource, but it's okay. If I build something up on the high ground at some point, that's also a solution. Really? Okay. We have built this whole thing up, except for one square. I actually just deleted a lot of the area here. It's kind of annoying. Can I close the door? I can. The best way to communicate in this house is to type in my chat. Calling upstairs, that's just gonna hurt your voice. Bad idea. Don't do it. Oh, they actually can't get up on this high ground anymore at all right now. Texting me? I'll get back to you within about 2 to 4 business days. Typing in my chat, however, minutes at most, usually seconds. I wonder if my science will even go up like this. Like, it is going up, but not by that much. I'm prioritizing it in the outposts, mostly because the outposts are all fully 100% beaver run. Well, we still have a couple of ruins over here that are being picked up by non-beaver-like species, but... My science has been going down for a long time now. Oh, has it actually? I didn't even notice. Okay. Maybe I need to make sure we just, chill with these things a little bit. They're not really that necessary at the moment. But then again, necessary. Okay, fine, I won't say it. I won't say it. Yeah, this thing can also be paused. Let's just stack up a lot of sciencey points for now, and then we'll go from there. This thing, I guess we can keep running. It's okay. Yeah, we could do another number cruncher, but the number cruncher takes a lot of electricity. And I am really still very low on lumber. We need way more lumber. More lumber is required. I wonder if it's a good idea, actually, for me to, like, connect all of my tubeway stations. So my first tubeway station is underground. I don't really like it anymore. I think underground tubes were a cool idea, but unnecessary. I really want to connect them all over the air instead. I think that's way better. I'm even thinking about redoing this tube line. Not because it's necessary, but because I think it would look way better. Plus, we could add a load of stops in any area if we wanted to. Like, if I create another road that goes... Like, another tube that goes that way? We could, like, connect them in all together like so. Like, we could have... Kind of like train stations in real life. I may have just invented public transport. Has anybody ever done this before? This may be a brand new thing in the history of humans. Maybe. I don't know. Aqueducts and transport. This is emerging technology. That's right. The only problem is that it would be very, very expensive in wood. So we should get a lot of wood first. I really am accidentally inventing the Netherlands. It's a bit strange. But sometimes I have epiphanies and then I realize this is exactly what we've been doing for a long time. Yeah, so the best way to do these tubeway stations is to put them underneath paths. Or over paths, I mean. Kind of like this. I think that's the best way. No. We didn't do that over here, Z-Card. As a matter of fact, it wasn't allowed. It was illegal, but you could sell to other countries. That was just businessmen doing business. We're gonna be eating our prime minister before too long. Absolutely. I can't wait for that. Okay, so this will be another low priority project. But slightly higher priority, or yeah, this is even higher priority than that. Congratulations, you've been pushed up one step. Yeah, this is super low priority. We have low priority and then super low priority. And then super duper low priority too. We also do have normal priority. We do, but it's not, that's not a very high priority. Okay. Bam. 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 Dang. Okay, this is nice. I'm connecting the whole world, man. You can call me Google or something. I don't know. Yeah, I currently have like 30 wood in storage, which isn't a whole lot. Kind of problematic, actually, the amount of wood I have. Okay, so the drought is over. I do have a big tube. Yeah. Thank you for noticing. Oh, the trees! The trees are up! On pause! Cut them down! Bite them! I need way more lumber, man. More lumber is required. Yeah, way more lumber. So much more lumber. Yeah, I think making these tubes underground was a mistake. Like, it's just annoying, and it doesn't do anything. Like, it doesn't add anything. Was Amsterdam built by beavers? I think so. Could be. They put everything on stilts as well there. It's not a terrible build order, to be honest. It's a bad idea, actually, yeah. You can have, like, a leaning house. And mind you, these homes are going for ridiculous amounts of money. So you could spend many millions of euros and then buy this. It is only slightly crooked. Don't worry about it. I don't really know what the insurance companies feel about this sort of thing. I can imagine it's probably not ideal. Just spend like 5 million euro and you can buy this. It's probably been there for hundreds of years. It'll be fine, bro. Like, it's been fine for many years, so... Okay. The trees are growing. I would like to plug this one. If I plug this Badwater source right over here, we would be able to use this terrain over here too. We could like use this side of the river. People have built, yeah, people have built countries next to volcanoes. I know. People are kind of dumb, really. Like, you could go live anywhere. Why would you build your house in a swamp? Are you dumb? My ancestors are really dumb. Well, you could build anywhere. You know, the meme is that people just never left the house. It's nothing different than us, man. Nobody really moved any further away than a few kilometers at most. Okay. Dude, I have become a tube main. So you can actually connect this in as well like that. They can like be... Look at that. They can be mixed in like that. It's honestly really nice. I have been... I think I'm a big fan, or I may be a bigger fan of the other faction of beavers. The zip lines are really cool, but I think the tubeways are even cooler. We have actual wood in storage. This is crazy. So if I want to plug this hole... Or sorry, if I want to plug... Or if I want the beavers to plug the hole... There we go. I could do so. It just requires discharge. It's literally the name. The game makes it too easy sometimes. I didn't know that. I want to plug the hole with discharge. That's what I'm going to do. Many people say that's a curious threat, but... That's gross. I think nature's beautiful. It's gross and expensive at the same time. Okay, so most of my wood is currently being spent over here, which will allow them to go all the way across. And then we can start harvesting all of the stuff over in this location. There we go. I can put up a bunch of little things here, but ultimately it's pretty self-explanatory. We just want to harvest the ruins and go from there. So beavers, of course. Yeah. And then if I would like to harvest this, it'd be really expensive. Oh my god! Yo, that's so expensive. 300 fancy planks, 450 gears, and 300 logs? That's a lot of money. At least for someone like me, you know? Maybe for someone like you it's not, but for me that's a lot. But you can basically get infinite scrap here, right? So maybe it's not that bad. Do you need raw scrap for anything? Because I could also just refine the blocks over here and bring them straight back. Maybe that's more efficient. What's up, Grimdy? Guys, a couple days ago, I was in a voice chat with Grimdy and Typhoony, right? And Grimdy was talking about tuna melt sandwiches. So yesterday, I had a tuna melt sandwich, and he made fun of it. That wasn't a tuna melt. It was literally a tuna melt, dude. It was a tuna melt bagel.
I will not comment on the length of my subscription.
Gen Alpha, Luke! 6? Thank you, man. Thank you very much for the long time sub. I can't wait for what you will say in 2 months' time. Do you guys want to see my bagel from yesterday? Me and Laurent, by the way, went out for food for the first time since the baby was born. We went for lunch. Ta-da! Baby was there too. Here we go. Tuna melt review. So this is a bagel, right? And then it was... I don't understand how this is not a tuna melt. The tuna is underneath the melt. Why is it yellow? Because it's cheese. I don't understand the confusion here. Oh no. There's tuna underneath the melt. Okay, what does a tuna melt look like in the US? Tuna melt, United States. Let's see. Best tuna melt recipe. Oh no. There's vegetables. I have seen so many recipes. I've watched a lot of cooking videos, man. I feel like American recipes very rarely call for any sort of vegetable. Now we're putting vegetables in our tuna melts. What was happening here? Oh, okay. You mixed the whole thing together. That does look nice. But where's the melt part? Where's the cheese? There's the cheese. It's orange, of course. This is a toasty, dude. This isn't a tuna melt eater. Okay, I feel like we all have our different definitions of a tuna melt. That's what I'm learning here. That is a tuna melt? I didn't realize the community would be this divided. Like, I feel like most of the time folks here tend to get along very well, but it turns out the tuna melt is one step too far. You could get a Subway tuna melt in the US? Oh. Maybe you can get it over here too. Tuna melt Subway. It's called a Subway melt. Oh no, that's the sup of the day. Hold up right now. I was gonna say. Well, no. This just looks to me like a tuna salad type of thing. Like the spreadable stuff you can put on a sandwich. What is the sub of the day? I have no idea. I haven't been to Subway in a very long time. The difference between a tuna melt and a tuna salad is heat. I'm not huge on Subway, no. I like all flavors of licorice though, so maybe you shouldn't trust my judgment on anything. You went to an international market and you got Dutch food. You managed to get a raisin loaf. Krentenbrood? Maybe you mean krentenbrood. Yeah, that's gotta be krentenbrood. Oh, dude, I haven't had this in a very long time. Krentenbrood. Hell yeah. It has been many years since I've had some of this stuff. I do like it. Oh, I'm hungry, actually, dude. We're looking at too many food photos. This is not good. I apologize for those of you that are also hungry. My main pond looks dry? No, it's okay. We're pond maxing. I could lower, or I could raise this up a little bit, though. So it's gonna flow out a bit now. And then this one is set a little bit higher, so it should be okay. This is what you got. Product of the Netherlands. First ingredient, glucose fructose syrup. I don't know, brother. Oh, this is ontbijtkoek. Yeah, this is the fancy ontbijtkoek. Koekbakkerij Nonning. All right. It's actually produced in the Netherlands, I guess. I would eat it. Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of adults apparently don't like raisins. I like raisins. I'll eat them. Absolutely. Maybe I'm stupid, guys, but I'm thinking about redoing all my tubes. Like, not the new ones, but like the old ones, you know? This would be stupid, though. I now realize that up in the air is the way they need to be. Wow, we have so much food? Oh my god, look at this. We can make a new type of food now. At least we can think about it. I want my lumber to be similarly full all the freaking time. I never have enough lumber in this game. It's a problem. We could do a little bit of food over here, I guess. We could also swap out some of the kohlrabi, but maybe that's not really necessary. I'm not sure where to go. We need to keep thinking about water flow, though. Like, we have a gigantic river in this spot over here now, right? So this would be the most logical area to expand to. Yeah, maybe I just keep it going, man. Maybe we actually, like, kind of... We just keep tube maxing. We just... Dude, we gotta connect the world. The world is begging for it. I want to go over here. And then we can, like, grow new food over here. There's a big hill near your house? Yeah, but I can't grow anything over here. Unless I can guide water in that direction somehow. Like, we need to get water in these spots in order for it to be, like, you know, stuff we can actually grow. I could dig water underground? Wait, if I let water flow through a tunnel, would it work? Like, if I irrigate it from the ground up? I don't know how high it would go, but we can give that a shot. Bad tide approaching. So hypothetically speaking, if I wanted to go and do that, I would have to build the water... I would have to run a tunnel over here. I mean, I kind of want to give it a shot. Tunnel. Which one's the tunnel again? Am I dumb? Don't answer that. Where's the tunnel? Oh no. Tunnel? The tunnel has gone invisible on me. It is in my... It's probably on my screen, but I don't see where it is. Tunnel. It's right there. God, I'm so smart. Smartest gamer in the West. Okay, is this the spot? Yeah, I think this is the spot. Like, we don't have to bust all the way through it. We could just, like, open it up with, like, a little line over here, you know? Actually, maybe it'd be better if we just bust it straight next to this thing. Yeah, I think that'd be better. I don't know how far the water will actually seep. I don't know. Because this is going to be 1, 2, 3 layers high. I could also lower the ground, though. with dynamite. That would be my backup plan, I suppose. Yeah, I could lead water from the other side too. But we'll see how far I can go initially. Dang, look at the little tree. Curious how that works. We could lower the entire level with dynamite. I love dynamite. So good. So wait, are you guys gonna... Are you guys doing it? I think I have to make a little path on the ground, right? Because I don't think you can go there right now. I would like to make one little Boomba over here. Just so we can have symmetrical staircases. I'm sure you guys understand the importance of symmetrical staircases. I really don't need to explain this to anyone. Okay. I could make the world as flat as the Netherlands. I don't like the term flat. I prefer efficient. How do I feel about the automation tools? I haven't really used them very much. But they do seem to be really cool. Yo, we have 258 logs. That's crazy. Yeah, we're actually chopping down so much wood still. What about this side over here? Did we chop all of these down already? No, they're nearly done. They're very nearly finished. This is incredible. Okay. Oh, right. Does this insta-kill the trees? Okay. Well, not insta-kill them. But, like, you know, maybe my new priority should be to wall that area off. I love it when that happens at 95% finished. Can you guys not reach this? No, you can. Well, I have logs. It's okay. It's okay. This just... Look, you guys see this as a problem. I see this as me getting my money's worth for a video game that I got gifted. I was gonna say that I was just stretching my game, but I got a free copy of the game. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just, I'm doing it for the content. That's right. If I was like you guys and I would just succeed with everything I do on the first try, where would be the fun? You know what I mean? Say hello to the new Tubeway station. It's the same as the old one, except up in the air. Oh, hold up. It needs to be symmetrical, of course, with the other one upstairs. I should have actually let him exit on the center, but whatever. Salmiak, I'm familiar with Salmiak, absolutely. Salmiak is great. How are the beavers going? Pretty good. Beaverland is growing. Dude, look at how fast this is flowing over here. Just for my own interest, how much... Oh, 172. Oh, what? These tiny water wheels? 274 horsepower? Yo, that's crazy. The problem is, though, that this is Badwater. And Badwater is, well, not always necessarily bad, but pretty bad most of the time. It's most of the time Badwater. Which doesn't really roll off the tongue very well, but, you know. Ooh. Can't say I love that. Ah. Right, I remember now. I had this issue in the past. Did I learn from my mistakes? Of course not. You thought I would, you thought I was gonna learn from my mistakes. Okay, buddy. I'm not sure what the best way of sorting this even out is, though. Have I ever had smoked licorice fish? What am I looking at right now? Yeah, but I can't see the fucking the contents of the thing. Probably. Probably. It's fish-shaped licorice smoked, and what sweet smoked their salmon in. Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, I feel like if you try to import this, you do get stopped, though. Like, they are gonna check out what sort of suspicious contents you're trying to import into the country in your white paper-like baggie. Hear me out, dishwasher licorice? Yo. Similar to dishwasher salmon, we might be onto something here. Okay, the Badwater tide is almost over. I know you guys are kind of living in Badwater. We have a lot of unwell beavers. It's fine for now, but we'll get sick in a few days. Okay. We should absolutely add on a bunch more of these things. This is a problem. I have no reliable electricity anywhere. That's kind of the issue here. I don't think electricity is overrated, no. Can we, like, build this really quickly so you guys don't die? Because death is definitely overrated. Or underrated. Red beavers are fast beavers? No, 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 no. This is not like orcs. Orcs and beavers are not the same. Dude, this is another advantage, though, of these, like, robotic beavers. I currently have 5 robot beavers that are unemployed. They're desperate for work. The beavers yearn for the mines. I have a lot of guys occupied with a deep water pump. Probably way too many. No, beavers, not reavers. I have 13 unemployed regular beavers. You know what that means? We are pausing a couple of breeding pods. Breeding will still be a necessity, but it's being slowed down now, okay? We don't need as much breeding as in the past. I know, Chet. I'm sorry to share this information with you, but breeding will now be entirely optional. Sadly, it destroyed a lot of my trees over here, man, which is really bad. I need to figure out a way to sort this out. So this is bad water coming in from many different sources and is then going that way. Maybe what we can do is we create a new river. But it will have to look somewhat natural, right? So we don't want to make it look stupid. But I can, like, guide the water in that direction instead, which I think would be better. Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of landscaping, as the game calls it. So we just try to make it look like a natural... like a whimsical river, you know? There you go. That's a word I never use. Oh, I'm flowing. Woo! I like being a river. Right, that's the vibe we're going for. And then it can flow in that direction. Think about Bob Ross. How would Bob Ross make a river? Well, he would start with a very thin coat of titanium white. Actually, no, magic white. On the canvas. And then he would take a little bit of alizarin crimson. Cadmium yellow. Maybe some phthalo blue. Phthalo. Yeah, phthalo blue is actually a color that has like 2 vowels in a 12-syllable word. Or a 12-letter word. Well, whatever. Same thing. I do have to make sure that we dam this off, though. Because I'd be damned over here with my electricity generation otherwise. Actually, we don't really care about the electricity generation over here. It's fine. Maybe you could use a little straight part? Yo, do you think because things are straight, they're better, Saris? Whoa, buddy. It would be better, actually, for wheels. You're right. You can actually generate a lot of electricity over here. Nah, I'm just gonna do it nice and crooked. So sadly, some of the trees died. Yeah, this is going to be... I already built the thing. I just need to actually build the thing, you know? Hey, Moses. Thank you very much. Love what you did in the Exodus, man. Keep it up. Good work. Some of your best work. Some of your finest accomplishment. He knows a thing or two about water management. Yeah, I guess so. He went through the desert for like 80 years, no? Oh. What's going on? I love Twitch. What is this game? This game is called Timberborn. I run a beaver colony. It's a great game. I just have a lot of sick beavers now, but that's okay. Do you guys know that Moses means is born in ancient Egyptian? There you go. There's your nerd knowledge for the day. That's all you need to know.
Born as timber?
Yep, that's right. Glass owl. In ancient Egyptian, this game would be called Timbersis. I don't know the word for timber though. Thank you very much for the 13 months. I like it when you guys can't tell whether or not I'm for real or if I'm just shitting you. That's great. This has been many years of careful consideration with all the things I say, but we've gotten there eventually. None of you know anything anymore. Very nice. It's mutual. True. This time around, I was actually for real. Like, for real, for real. Not much timber in Egypt? True. Very little. And they made a lot of boats and stuff. Timber was very expensive, man. I was listening to a... This is what I do, okay? You may have gathered that I'm a little bit nerdy, but I was listening to an archaeology podcast. And they were trying to recreate the boat that one of the pharaohs was buried with. Here's the problem, okay? There's this gigantic boat. The Khufu ship. This is one of the pyramid lads. Basically, right outside of the pyramids, they, like, found a gigantic boat, and then they managed to put it back together, and this is what the thing looks like. And I want to try and recreate it in person to see if it would actually be, like, viable on the water and whether or not it could actually, like, you know, be used on the Nile again and all that, right? It turns out that it's using cedars of Lebanon. That is apparently where they got the lumber. But apparently there's no more cedars of Lebanon that are big enough for this project. So they have a couple of options. Either they change the wood, which obviously would not make it accurate anymore, or they wait a couple hundred years and wait for the trees to grow. This is apparently quite the issue that you have to try and solve. Just trying your best. Yeah, the trees just aren't growing that tall anymore. Because they've all been harvested. GG. GG. Maybe they should introduce him to Timberborn. Yeah, Bat Tide would fix a lot of problems, I guess. This game kind of turns into a sandbox. In a good way, though. I normally don't really like sandbox games. But right now, I'm kind of loving it. By the way, this lovely area over here is not hydrated. So I wanted to add another food source for the beavers. And I guess we're gonna have to resort to dynamite. Dynamite to food is a very small step. By the way, when I die, you don't have to bury me with my boat. I'm chill like that. You don't have to bury me with my boat. You can just, like, you know, just put me in the ground. It's okay. I don't care. It's alright. What do I want to be buried with? I don't know. Nothing, I guess. Can you just yeet me in the ground? Do you, like, need to put me in, like, a casket or whatever? Can you just, like, just throw me in? I think it'd be fine. Fully naked? Yes, dude. Just throw me in. Just dig a hole. Put me in there. That sounds fun. Digging a hole is effort? Well, I mean, come on. I can pay for it. Well, not me specifically, but like, you know. We actually have planks in storage? We have gears in storage! Maybe I could dig a hole right now. If I start digging now, I think I can finish it by the time I'm 169 years old. We are so back. Like, we used to be far gone, but now we are back. Okay, we've even begun building the stuff over here, so the bad tide will no longer be bad. It will probably still be a tide, but we don't care. How is this gigantic project going over here? It's going! We actually need more builders. Wait a second, where's my builder's hut? I put it down somewhere, where is it? Builder's hut, found it. Builder's hut, you are now neutral priority, congratulations. That's an uncommon priority that I pretty much never use, but it's important now. Are they, by the way, ever using this underground tube that I built? That I put way too much effort in? I never finished it! I guess in that case they didn't, huh? Gonna come out and say and think that I do not, in that case. Okay, maybe if that's the case, we just do it differently. I got distracted by all my million other projects, I guess. I'm gonna try and run a skyline. But I want to run it over the path. I may have to redo some of my previous stuff. I want to go over the regular path that we have over here. I finally had a little bit of lumber, by the way. Every single one of these things is 10 planks. That's okay. Don't worry about that part. The beavers will figure it out. They're very smart. Okay, okay. No, this is not okay. What the hell is this logo? Not okay is what it is. My god. Feels like the least okay thing I've seen in a while. What is the green tank? Sprite. No, the green tank is for healing and whatnot. Like, it's used in a bunch of fancy recipes. Okay, this one's gonna have to be slightly crooked, I apologize. Unplayable. Just don't look at it, it will be fine. Alrighty. Oh, we still have to go one taller? Boom! Boom! very nice. Very nice. Right. So if I go on the ground right now, we can deconstruct a bunch of this stuff. Yeah. Pranked. Remember all this effort I put in? Me neither. Okay, we no longer have any planks. All my planks are gone. Excellent work, gamers. We did it. How much dynamite do I have? 0, I guess? Let's see if this level is good enough. Oh! Hydration! I fucking love hydration. Sometimes I hydrate in IRL too, man. Hydration check, everybody. Very important. For all the creatine maxers in the chat, especially. Yeah, the hydration is from the tunnel. I usually hydrate through my mouth, which is kind of a tunnel, all on its own. It's more like a tube, really. Like, it starts over here and it comes out again at the bottom. It's one gigantic tube. It's only with me temporary, so I don't even know really if it's mine. Like, is what is part of, like, Is the water in my body my water? I don't know. Sounds kind of greedy, right? Like, it's probably not. Okay, I need to build so much scaffolding. This is nuts. I should maybe add another one of these things. I think I will. I just need I just need more lumber. More lumber is required. You sent your computer to the shop, Shiny? You don't have your PC? Oh, no. Are you okay? Some of your fans started rattling? And cleaning them didn't help? Oh, it's okay. You can just put new fans in. It's fine. Easy fix. Takes like 10 minutes for the guy in the shop when he gets to it. That's the key question, I guess. Yeah, they won't fix the fans. They just put in new ones. Oh, really? They replaced the fans for free? Oh. By the way, do you guys ever plant any other tree, like other than oaks in this game? Because it's just by far the best for planks. Unless I'm missing something. I know you can use the other stuff that the trees provide, but I don't care about that for lumber alone. You like, you oak max? The folktales do need pine and maple? Okay. So oak maxing is the way. Gotcha. I do actually need to build a dam over here, though. I think it'd be a damn good idea. Ha ha ha. No, that wasn't very funny. Okay. I think we dam it. Or I mean darn it. I apologize. To all my sensitive viewers. I apologize, man. Screw them. Whoa! I will henceforth be referring to hellbets as heckbets. Heckbets and heckians. To improve the family friendliness of my content. I kind of want to put some dynamite over here, too. I could just build the thingy a little bit further downriver, but we can also do a little bit of destruction. Actually, I don't want to destruct too much, because I don't know how far the water will reach. No, it's okay. Why did Spartacus not say anything when his wife was eaten by a lion? Because he was gladiator? Because he was gladiator? He was glad he ate her. He was gladiator. Okay. Okay. So first you make Shiny watch this stream on his laptop, and then he has to hear this. Okay, pretty good one. I agree. No, that was funny. Oh, we gotta wait. I have a tendency, as you may have noticed, to start about 1 billion projects. But believe it or not, that may not be optimal. Although I am now maxed out on treated planks as well as cogs. Gears, actually. They're called gears? I've been calling them cogs this entire time. Maybe it's natural with the beaver game. I don't know what I expected. Anyways, now that I am maxed out on cogs and gears, we can go planking max next. And then with the plank maxing, then the logs are gonna max, and then we can start stacking logs, man. We can do so many freaking logs. I may create like a freaking like, I don't know, a circle of logs in the middle. Just stack them up sky high. Industrial pile after industrial pile after industrial. We can make a roundabout, a windmill formation of large industrial piles with only wood in them. Because apparently I can only store like 1,080. Yeah, that's not even that much. We may need to do a little bit of log maxing. But I guess we consume them so fast that it doesn't really, Oh, we finished this project, by the way. That's nice. Badwater over here has been contained. Excellent. Yo, Zexter! Brian? Hey. Hey, Brian. Okay, Zaxter. Kapow! Apparently we're not, Brian is asleep. The notification didn't work, but I did see your sub coming in. Thank you, man. We kapow maxed it. Do you have to add the word maxing to everything now, by the way? Gen Alpha of the chat. Am I doing it? Am I doing this right? Just use the word maxing, right? On everything. What is maxing? Or what is maxing? Good question. I'm not sure what the best way to max is, but... douche maxing? Wait a second, Roba. What are you trying to suggest right now? You know, the Dutch word for showering is douche. Maybe you're just talking about shower maxing? Is that what's going on? It's not a very common thing that's discussed in the community, shower maxing. Or showering in general, for that matter. I showered once before. Don't recommend it. Terrible experience. Ugh. I hate the way that this looks. Okay, the drought is nearly over. We no longer have to cry. Oh! Time for me to create a river. Very nice. And then I think in order for this river to not be an absolute meme, what we do is we run a little... we gotta run a floodgate right over here. Maybe right over here. So I can raise it and make sure that my electricity is still being generated on the other side. Now maybe at some point I can remove it, but for now I think it's fine like this. Shower Max used to be your mom's stage name. The drought is nearly over was her tagline. Really? Curious how that works. Okay, so all I really still need is about, give or take, 5,000 logs, I think. I do it on request, Moplasis. It's a request-only type of thing. Okay, the drought is now officially over. We're on cycle 23. The world is once more coming in alive, or dead, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the trees will continue growing over here. And then this over here can be used for planting crops. I'm assuming, yep, the forester is already hard at work. We have loads of charging stations right over here. The aquifer drill is providing everything we need. We're actually very close as well to the Badwater generator up here. The source over here. So this is the one that's connecting in on the other side with all of my other bad stuff. Which is kind of sweet. We're actually slowly gobbling up the whole map. And the whole map is actually within reach because of the tubes. It's actually, like, all memes aside, all jokes aside, it's actually really sweet. I really like how this game is progressing. Normally, I get kind of tired of city builders near this phase. Because I guess at some point, it's all about managing. Or, you know, like, rather than, like, trying to actually build stuff, it's about, like, setting up bigger projects. And then waiting for stuff to happen. But it's okay. Maybe I should actually just grow the amount of people that I have still as well. I'm just gonna breeding pot. Yeah, we're turning on. Yeah, tubes and zip lines make the game so much better. Plus, it's just fun. Like, just seeing the beavers go around in tubes and the zip lines and stuff. It's way better. Like, it really is a big improvement. It's just expensive, I guess. Wait. Oh, we have still 12 free bits. I thought for a second we were running out of bits. I mean, we only have 12. That's not really that much. We can make a little house over here. We can make a large barracks even. I haven't made a large one yet. Okay, it doesn't fit over here. Never mind. Oh, did I ever set up any cutting in this area? I have not. No, I have. Right over here. Did I ever mark the trees though? Not all of them. I think only the original trees that used to be here. Yeah. This is all kohlrabi for the last 20 cycles or so. No need to cut down the kohlrabi. And this low ground area also needs to be marked. This area can be unmarked. This area can be unmarked. This area can be unmarked. This can all be unmarked. And then this over here needs to be marked again. Honestly, maybe I should just mark the whole map and call it a day. Basically, anything is within cutting reach, it seems. Anything that can be cut down should be cut down. Okay. Okay. So I think that's going to generate a lot of additional lumber, which is awesome. So we have a project going on in this area over here. And then we have some really big zip lines or tubeways rather being made over in this direction towards the Badwater. And then likewise as well towards this infinite metal source. And I'm trying to make sure that we are connecting everything as well with, like, intersections at some point. But I think that'll be for a later time. I'm also trying to build up a whole lot of dynamite in this area so we can actually have some more livable terrain. I think that's a good idea. So this will occasionally overflow and then this thing will activate. We could already build a bunch of dams a little bit closer to the edge over here. And then this area up on the high ground should be... Yeah, should be growable, I think. So I'm going to lower this all by 1 level, meaning that we need like this as a height, I think. Let's put it on the edge as far as we can go. All right. Okay, save it over here. We've been making a lot of progress. Huge expansion. Nice.